Hola y bienvenidos. That means welcome. Yo soy el Señor Morris. Today, you'll be taking the evaluation for Unit 7. Now, if you've not yet studied this material, this will be a pre-test for you. Pre meaning before, so this is the test before you've studied the material. We want to know how you do at guessing, so we ask you to do the best that you can. Now, if you've already finished studying this material, you'll be taking this as a post-test. Post meaning after. We give you this test at the end of the unit to see how well you remember the things that you've studied. Either way, just try to relax and trust in your ability, and you'll all do fine. If I could give you some tips before we start, look at the answers that you're sure you know, and mark through the answers that you've used so that you'll be sure not to use the same answer twice. Please don't look around at other people's answers. We want to know how you're doing, not how anyone else around you is doing. We'll see about them after the test. Let's start by looking at your evaluation form. Please write your name and your teacher's name up here at the top of the test. Yeah. And if you want to use your Spanish name, that's fine. Also, be sure to circle either the words pre-test or post-test so that we'll know that this is the test that you're taking either before or after you've studied the material. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get started. For numbers 1 through 10, okay, use this key to select the name of the school worker pictured and the name of the place he or she works. Now, write the letters of your response over here in the blank next to the corresponding number. Make sure that you match up 1, 2, 3, 4, and don't lose place. Okay? So, let's go ahead and begin with numbers 1 and 2. This person, number 1, trabaja en number 2. Number 1 trabaja en number 2. Okay, let's go ahead and continue now with numbers 3 and 4. Number 3 trabaja en number 4. Number 3 trabaja en number 4. Let's look now at the next two on numbers 5 and 6. Number 5, this person trabaja en number 6, this place. Number 5 trabaja en number 6. Let's continue now with numbers 7 and 8. Number 7 trabaja en number 8. So number 7, this person trabaja en number 8, this place. And the last two on this page, let's look at numbers 9 and 10. Number 9, this person trabaja en number 10, this place. Number 9 trabaja en number 10. Now, for numbers 11 through 15, select the name of each of the school subjects pictured. Okay? Select the name from the key over here, and then write the letter of your response on the line next to the corresponding number. Okay? So let's go ahead and start that by looking at number 11. Find the name of this school subject, write the letter of your response next to number 11. And now let's continue with number 12. Find the name of this subject in the answer key, write the letter of your response next to number 12. And now number 13. Find the name of this subject in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 13. And now let's look at number 14. Please find the name of this subject in the answer key and write the letter of your response next to number 14. And let's look at number 15 here. Find the name of this school subject in the answer key, write the letter of your response next to number 15. Okay, let's look now at numbers 16 through 20. On numbers 16 to 20, select the proper unit of measurement from the key and write the letter of your response on the line next to the corresponding number over here. Okay, we have gramos, kilogramos, centímetros, metros, y kilómetros. Okay, let's go ahead and begin with number 16. On number 16, el señor Morris pesa 80 what? Choose the proper measurement, write the letter of your response next to number 16. Let's look now at number 17. El señor Morris mide 185 ¿qué? Choose your response from the key. Write the letter of your response next to number 17. And now number 18. Un elefante mide 3 ¿qué? Un elefante mide 3 ¿qué? Write the letter of your response next to number 18. Number 19. Un lápiz pesa 5 ¿qué? Lápiz pesa 5 what? Write the letter of your response next to number 19. Let's look now at number 20, the last one we see here. De Washington a Los Ángeles son 4,200 what? De Washington a Los Ángeles son 4,200 what? Write the letter of your response next to number 20. Okay, now I think you're ready for the extra credit. Here it is. ¿Cómo se dice calavera en inglés? ¿Cómo se dice calavera en inglés? Muy bien. Well, that's it. Go ahead and turn your evaluation into your teacher now. How did it go? Did you recognize most of the words? Did you use your test-taking skills? Well, remember that those skills at taking tests are useful no matter what subject, so try to practice those strategies and they'll serve you well. Now, if you're taking this test, this evaluation as a pre-test, your next class will be the first lesson of the unit called Pesando y Midiendo en la Escuela. If this was a post-test for you, you'll go on now to Unit 8. Teachers, I'd like to remind you that if you want the students to take the pre-test for Unit 8, you may want to get those materials reproduced. Now, for those of you who'd like to grade your tests now, I'll be going over the answers. If you'd prefer to grade the tests on your own, the answer key for the evaluation is found in the Learning Partner Guidelines immediately after the evaluation. Now, if you want to put me on hold while you get ready to grade the test, go ahead and do so now. For those of you who wish to, let's go ahead and go over the test. Okay, here we go. This person trabaja en this place. Well, that is the teacher working in the classroom. El maestro, letter B. Trabaja en el salón, letter H. Okay, so there's your first two, 1 and 2, B and H. The next two, this person trabaja en this place. Well, she's the principal or la directora, letter A. Trabaja en, she works in this place, which is the dirección, la dirección, letter I. So there are your next two. 3 is A, 4 is I. Let's look now at 5 and 6. This person trabaja en this place. She would be la cocinera, letter C. And she works in this place, which is la cafetería, letter J. So there are your answers for those two. 5 is C, 6 is J. Number 7, this person trabaja en number 8, this place. He is el portero, letter E. And the place that he works is the whole school, or toda la escuela, letter F. Okay, so there are your answers for 7 and 8. Now for 9 and 10, this person trabaja en this place. He's got all of his books here. He is the bibliotecario, letter D. And the place that he works is called la biblioteca, letter G. So there are your answers for the first page. Okay, let's go ahead now and look at the second page of your evaluation. Starting up here at the top. Okay. We're going to look for the names of these subjects in our answer key and write the letter over here. The first one we look at has some test tubes and a microscope. That looks like science, what we call science, and what they call in Spanish natural sciences or ciencias naturales. Letter C. Okay. Number 12. Baseball, bat, football, soccer ball. Looks like athletics or sports or physical education. Educación física. Letter E. Okay. Number 13. Got different colors here. A painter's palette here. That must be art, which is letter A, arte. The next one we have here, numbers plus equals. All of these are for mathematics. Letter D. Number 14 is letter D. And number 15, we see Español, English, and all of those. Those are languages. Language, lenguaje, letter B. So there are your answers for numbers 11 through 15. Very good. Let's go ahead and look down at the bottom here, numbers 16 through 20. Okay, let's see. Number 16. El señor Morris pesa 80. Well, remember, pesa means to weigh. 80. Well, when we weigh, we use either grams or kilograms. In this case, we're going to use kilograms because grams are too small. So that's letter B. Number 16 is letter B. El señor Morris mide, and that means measure, 185, 185. Well, is it centímetros, metros, or kilómetros? Well, kilómetros and metros would be too big. So that's going to be centímetros, letter C. Okay. Number 18. Un elefante mide 3. An elephant measures 3. Well, centímetros are too small and kilómetros are too big. So that will be metros, letter D. Letter D is number 18. Number 19. Un lápiz pesa 5. Okay. A lápiz, a pencil, weighs 5 what? Is it going to be grams or kilograms? Well, 5 kilograms would be too heavy, and we've used that answer anyway. So it's going to be gramos, letter A. And finally, de Washington a Los Angeles son 4,200. From Washington to Los Angeles, it is 4,200. What is that going to be? Centímetros, metros, or kilómetros? Centímetros and metros are too small. This is going to be kilómetros, which is letter E. Kilómetros. So there are your answers for numbers 16 through 20. And finally, down at the bottom, you have the extra credit. ¿Cómo se dice calavera in inglés? How do you say calavera in English? Well, this is from our lesson on Day of the Dead. And the calavera is a skull. So there you go. Calavera is a skull. Yeah. And if you get skull or some variation of that your teacher is willing to give you extra credit for, go for it. Muchas gracias for all of you. Thank you all for being with us today. I'll see you all next lesson. Until then, adiós. Hasta luego.